Wow, yo, yippee, yay. This is pile number 46, and today's content is something that's going to change the game of SwissBorg, of wealth management, and of course of crypto. Yesterday, we were super excited to have Danny, Anthony, Shane, and Callan as well talking about the 7 layers. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about the multi-asset Launchpad as well, and talk about what's happening on SwissBorg Network. As always, guys, my name is Cyrus Fizel. I'm the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you straight with a Superman cufflinks. Question of the week. In a speculative case, HSP goes bankrupt and the app goes offline, what would happen to people's assets? Well, it's all fine. We have segregated your accounts. And therefore, if it does happen, which it won't happen, just to make things clear, is that you will be able to withdraw your funds, or we would ask you to give us your public key where we could essentially send your tokens to your preferred accounts. In any case, this is not happening. We have shown last week the trust report that really how we are putting a line, even higher than anyone has done in the industry, or at least more than what other people have done in the industry, to make sure that your funds are safe, that we build trust, and we build a bright future, guys. Talking about bright people, I want to outline today Le Cryptonome. The Cryptonome has probably, we've seen it on Twitter, and follow him. There's the hashtag, there's the QR code here. He has done a really beautiful job of narrowing down through the threads why essentially the thematics is the tool of investment of tomorrow, and how this could be a really beneficial tool for anyone that has no experience or has a very great of experience in investment in crypto to get exposure to his favorite tokens through the Web3 theme, which is, I think, something really, really important. I love the way that the fact he did this by himself, and now he's part of the community, and we'll be working more and more with Le Cryptonome. So congratulations, mille merci Le Cryptonome pour tout ce que tu fais, and looking forward to have more people write beautiful threads how to build his wealth. Talking about wealth, we talked about DeFi. There's cool things going to be happening. Don't want to spoil it, but with Joe, we came to a partnership, which is the main application for DeFi. And it looks like some people are going to get some really cool airdrops regarding potential NFTs and things like that. So Christmas is coming with Joe. One of the really great news is having the multi-asset Launchpad. And if you haven't checked out the video yesterday, where already 6,000 people have been viewing it, we could talk a little bit of what's it about. So, here we have Anthony, Callan, Danny, and Shane really talking about what's the multi-asset Launchpad. If you guys understood this correctly, it's a really new platform that we have never seen in the entire space of crypto, wealth management, whatsoever. It's a platform where you'd be able to launch tokens, but as well shares. Like that, you could exactly invest in the full spectrum of the asset class of regular tokens, utility tokens, payment tokens, but as well shares and going forward security tokens. This is the platform that's going to change the game. Why? Because first, we have the technology. Second, we have the license to do so. Third, we have the wise community that understands this. Fourth, because we are a SwissBorg, of course. And I think so this is really going to be a catalyst going forward, where you can imagine how much utilities we could bring, how many great projects, and how these cross synergies could be just crazy. This is opening the door of tokens, but when you're opening the door now of shares, think about this is the platform where anyone could become a very successful venture capitalist. Anyone could become essentially a very successful private equity investor as well. This platform will bring the deals. We're talking to companies that have 100 million users that have already done extremely well in terms of growth. And imagine tomorrow if we're doing like a Series D of a successful company that has 100 million users. if they only convert 1% of their users to become investors, they will then download the app and get to buy their shares via SwissBorg. Imagine how this could be a fantastic growth engine for SwissBorg, right? This is where really we have to think about how we will be able to position ourselves in such a very different manner than any other player in the market today. And it's great, it's thanks to this great innovative approach that we'll be able to finally bring in the securitization of great companies into the blockchain world. And to go even further than that, there's much better news than just the multi-asset launchpad. So wait for it. We're going to talk about the CHSB, and then right after, we're going to talk about the 7 layers. Weekly data with our dear loving SwissBorg token. So we have 300 premiums, which is a slightly lower than last week, but still a good amount for these market conditions. Pretty much same for the staked. So we're at 600 million tokens that are staked between the yield and the premiums. We had a little nice bump from the CHSB, almost 11%. Protect and choose is pretty stable. And we had some invitations to the app, but it didn't go as strong as we had last week, unfortunately. But still, it's great to have 146,000 plus people, token holders in our app. Which brings us to community index, which is not great. Essentially, the last week had very strong high numbers. And this week, well, I think it was pretty much stable, a little slow growth. But the app activities was a little bit slower, and invitations especially. The invitations had a massive drop, which is a little bit too bad. But we had a great amount of people that participated in the Black Friday for the thematics. We had all-time high record for deposits and cards. I think so 2,000 has happened across this different time. We had a few $1 million that had been deposited into invested into the Web3 thematic. So overall, it's been a really, really good week, and showing that, when we bring great products with a great message, people are essentially willing to take the risks in order to build their wealth. And I think so this is really good and really positive. So how would you redesign the future of wealth management or investment management? Well, at SwissBorg, we've been extremely innovative, and thanks to the fact that we've been working, all of us in wealth management, asset management, for the last 10 years or more, and be working in crypto for now over, 5-6 years, most of us, we always thought, what would be the future? How can we create a platform, and more importantly, an ecosystem that bring in all the different layers that will offer the future of wealth management? There's a lot of different car companies, right, that have been established in the past 20 years. But there's only really Tesla that have shown, how do you bring, data into your decision making? How do you look at the future to understand where to position yourself? And I think so we've been very much inspired by this, how to really bring beautiful technology with a noble cause to really grow essentially our product suites, but as well our ecosystem and the experience that goes with this. And we have divided essentially this beautiful path into 7 different layers. These layers go from the first 4 that we already know, and the 5th one we just talked about, the multi-asset launchpad, to essentially the next one, which is tokenization of assets, and eventually the smart mandate. The smart mandate that was essentially already written and designed within the white paper in 2017. And we're just playing catch up here. We're essentially bringing that vision that we had 5 years ago to great, amazing products, features, and a great experience to this. So this is how we believe is going to be very different. The first layer being the payments, how to get into crypto, and then how to spend your crypto and your money. The second is the connectivity through automation to be able to trade in the easiest way possible. We mentioned on Twitter yesterday, someone wanted DCA, some people wanted essentially the ability to do order limits, some wanted the combination of those two, and there's so much more. Earning, making sure that you get exposure to staking, DeFi, and real-world assets going forward. Thematics, being able to invest with a vision, building a basket that would essentially rebalance within your wallets and that you just had to let it go and manage it passively and making sure that you get to your future where you want. The multi-asset launchpad, we just talked about it, how this is going to be a primary way to get exposure to early stage projects on the token side, but as well later stage type of great companies that still are not on the public markets. Layer 6, it's all about tokenization, bringing NFTs and making great use of blockchain, not as just the crypto activity, but the blockchain itself to tokenize great amounts of companies. And then finally, the smart mandate, which is based on your profile, how can you automatically get suggested where to invest in the best way, in a simple way, in a safe way, but as well in a customized way. I think so. This is really the 7 layers. I'm very, very, very excited about how this is going to be a massive role in the future. And you're going to see more and more companies that will eventually get to potentially try to do this. But I still believe we have a massive competitive edge, especially in Europe and more going forward. So this is not the most craziest news. Wait for the next one, which is even bigger. Guys, this is official. Maybe some people have heard about it, but we're about to do our Series A at SwissBorg, and it's happening in 13 days, 11 hours, and maybe a little bit less because you're probably seeing this tonight, which is 6 hours from now, so probably 5 hours left and 13 days. But SwissBorg is doing the Series A. Essentially, we've done an ICO 5 years ago, and we said, what would be the best thing to memorize this successful ICO where 99%, even more of ICOs failed, how to give the best opportunity to really create a stronger bond between you and us. Well, we thought for you guys becoming partner. Becoming partner means a lot. You already are wonderful users, wonderful community members, token holders, premium. How can we establish even a better way, a better alignment of our success that we are building together is to essentially become partners within SwissBorg. So this is really something that we've been thinking for a long time, how we could position ourselves and how we could align ourselves to the highest extent for transparency, for all the different reasons that we believe this will be the future of wealth management, where we together act as team, act as family members, and we grow by being successful all together. So, we made a great video. We have a lot of statistics here. We could really, obviously talk about what has happened in the past, 5 years and what's going to happen in the next 5 years, which is very, very exciting. And overall here, the great thing, it shows essentially the strong resilience of our track record, our determination of our mission, which is to really democratize wealth management by making it fun, fair, and community-centric. And it's for this very much reason that the strong team has dedicated days and nights to make sure that we're building a simple, secure wealth management platform that is ready for mass adoption. And I think so this is something that we really, really are proud of. Right now, you'll be able to essentially get into the whitelists, be a whitelist investor, and hopefully participate this 13 days from now. So ready or not, here we go. Register your interests. Be part of the wonderful SwissBorg Series A. This is one offer that is a lifetime opportunity for all of us to be finally 100%, I would say, aligned. So I'm looking forward to this crazy moment that we've been dreaming about this for now over a lot of years. And finally, where SwissBorg could partner up with you in the best way possible. For the same reason, we're going to have a very big amount of events that's going to happen. Smart Talk with Danny tonight, which happened right after the powwow, before the powwow. the 5-year anniversary in Lausanne. If you guys are in Lausanne or you want to come to the Lausanne, it's happening next Wednesday in Gotham. Not the same as the one we had, but the one in Flon. Then we're having a meetup in London on the 30th. It's going to be very, very cool. That's tomorrow. A lot of our team is going there, so please make sure that you are there. And just to make things even crazier, talking about the 7 layers, and we're going to have a massive roadshow. Started with Paris, talking about the layer 1 with a lot of different guests. You probably haven't received some invites. If you haven't, we'll definitely be sharing it very shortly. We'll be then on the following day in Brussels. We'll be then going to Lisbon at the same day. It has another event in Tallinn. We'll have on the layer 4 on the 19th in London, another big event for SwissBorg. Zurich happening for the layer 5 on the 20th. We're going to have in Lyon as well the same day there. So probably not going to be between, I said the team, but I won't be able to be in both locations. I'll be in one of the two. But nevertheless, you'll have there other people from the team as well. The layer 6 is happening in Geneva. And then the last... And then the last is happening in Dubai, which is going to be very, very exciting. And I'm looking forward to see all of you guys. We're going to be talking about the different layers during our roadshow, talk about how we are building the future all together. Well, guys, it's not for nothing that I put these Superman cufflinks, because I think so. It's a super big day for SwissBorg. 5 years ago, we had a crazy dream. We had a crazy dream that one day, finally, after working so hard, we could become a millionaire. A millionaire doesn't mean having $1 million. A millionaire means we are helping 1 million people. That's my real definition of becoming a millionaire. And now today, with you guys, with all the amazing technology, with all the main regulation, with all the main markets, and what is heading ahead of us, we could become billionaires, helping 1 billion people on this planet. I know it looks like a crazy dream, and a lot of people will be probably saying like, oh, that's nice, Cyrus. It's never going to happen. If I told you 5 years ago that we will become eventually millionaires, every same person would be like, that's impossible, Cyrus. Today, we're only helping 700,000. We're very close to that. But I believe in the next upcoming, semesters and years, it's just going to grow exponential. And SwissBorg has such a great team, such a great product, has such a great vision, and has, more importantly, such a great community that with our green R's, with our green laser eyes, we will not only be able to sustain growth, we'll be able to exponentially grow with this market. And this is exactly the reason why today we really believe that we should together be, put a step even further and become true partners. Partners where every user has his say. Every user could see whatever he or she deserves to see on the SwissBorg platform, where we together build the ecosystem of the future. And that's for the same very reason that I know that in 13 days, this historical moment, a lot of us will answer, yes, let's go together, let's strive, let's swim over this hurricane of a lot of difficult tasks. But we know that wave by wave, we'll get to surf this beautiful board, we'll be able to swim in the nice sea, and we'll be able to build our wealth together. Like always, guys, be wealthy, be healthy, and love our CHSB, and soon our equity.
Through SwissBorg, all assets will have a fiat gateway. And here is the thing.
Premium features gives you zero fee trading.
It's an amazing fiat gateway.
It's not easy to succeed in the chaotic world of crypto. You need to carefully select what you invest in and rebalance your portfolio when necessary. Buy low, sell high, and reallocate your tokens. No one will help you do this like SwissBorg Thematics. You buy, we work. Invest in what you believe in. With expert-designed thematic bundles, SwissBorg, the future is bright.